So in this section, we are going to learn how to set up our workspace. We will start by stating Fusion 3D environment, its various tabs and toolbox locations, and also how we can create new projects. So I recommend that we create a new project where we can keep all of our projects in a single location. We can choose to create a new folder or simply rename whatever there. So to do that, let's head over to our top left corner where we have the show data panel. Let's click on it. Right. We can see there are some two folders here. Let me delete this one. It's the trash. Yes. Alright. So we can simply choose to rename this folder here since it doesn't have any project inside of it. How do we do that? You right click on it and then select rename. Okay, so I can just give it a name. Try work. And then you hit enter. It's saved. So we can use this folder. And also we can choose to create a new folder by heading over to where there is the new folder. Let's click on it. Alright, you see a new folder has been created with the name new folder highlighted. Okay, so we can change it to, what do we change it to? Tutorials. And then enter. So this is going to be our folder. So you open it, and after you're done, any other sub projects you are going to design is going to be saved inside the tutorials projects. Okay, so it's easy to navigate that way. Alright, so let's say you've done a couple of projects and you want to be able to sort them easily. It's easier that way. Okay, and in addition, we are going to learn how to switch between metrics. And now when I say metrics, what do I mean? Let's say you've been given a project to sketch, alright, or to build. The dimensions of this project is in inches. Now let's check something here. When you head over to where the browser is, you can see the units there is millimeters. So how then do we change this one to inches since our project's dimension was given in inches? So you drag your mouse to where we have the units. Okay, don't click on it yet. You'd realize that an icon showing a pencil and then a sheet appears close to it. So we are going to click on it, alright, to change the units. And yes, our pop-up box shows here. So we can see that the system's unit is in millimeters. So we can choose to change it down here. Okay, so we have centimeters, we have meters, we have inches, and all of that. So we can choose to change it here. Alright, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to leave it here as millimeters and then I press cancel. Alright, so alternatively, we can choose to also change the default millimeters. So over here, the changes that we are going to make is just going to be for the sub projects we are going to do here. Okay, so let's say we want to change it permanently so that any other project we design has that same units. How we are going to do it is that we are going to head over to the right hand side. Up in the corner there is our profile here, around a circular something with your name inside of it. So we click on it and then we select preferences. In terms of units, we can see you have default units already selected. So in terms of, let's select design. In terms of units, um, we come down here to the bottom where we can select either millimeters, centimeters, meters, whatever units we want to choose. So for the sake of this, I'm going to leave it here as millimeters and then press OK. So yes, that is how we change the metrics to. Now, how do we change the grid settings? At the bottom here, we have a panel of display tools. So we come here and then you realize there is grid and settings down here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and press the pop down arrow close to it, and yes, you can see you have the layout grid lock, snap to grid, and all of that. So I'm going to deselect the layout grid and let's see what happens. There's nothing on it. So let's say you want to design something on a clean screen. This is how you're going to do it. You just head over here and deselect the layout grid. Alright, so let's bring it back. And also the grid settings. How do we change the grid settings? So over here we have the adaptive and then we have the fixed. So with the adaptive, what it does is that it adapts to whatever design you are designing. Okay, so if your design increases, it also increases, it adjusts towards, it adapts, just as the name is. But let's say you want to have a fixed grid settings, you don't want it to be changing. We come to fixed, and over here we can change the measure grid spacing. So let's make it 100. You see right now, because you've made it 100, it has enlarged, it has become very big. Okay, and so we can change the minor subdivisions here. Let's make it 20. And yes, you can see there are a lot of minor subdivisions inside here. So this is how we change the grid settings. Let's cancel this because I want to maintain the defaults. Alright, so this is what I have. And also, let's learn how we can change the modeling settings. Sorry, the modeling environment settings. Okay, so down here as the display panel, we have an icon that looks like a monitor. I hope you cannot see it. That's the display settings. Let's hit the drop down arrow close to it, and yes, we have the visual style, the environment, graphics, presets, and all of that. Let's go to environment, and over here we can choose to change our environment, right? So let's select let's what do we select? So let's select the dark sky, and yes, this is what we have. Okay, so let's say you prefer designing in an environment like this, you just head over and then you make the settings and all of that. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to maintain the defaults. Yes, so this is how it looks like.